Yeah. When I started doing this, my video series on Nigeria and Nigerians, actually, for people who don't know, this video series that I do, I actually call them um, my charge to Nigeria and Nigerians. So for people who don't know, you could check on my YouTube and you will see the playlist that is called My Charge to Nigeria and Nigerians. So this is what this is what I started to do politically to address the situations in the country, because I know that I have a lot of solutions and I have a lot of answers. God has helped me over the past 33 years. He has prepared me in Europe, and I've had experience living in Europe for over 33 years, and also, working with governments all over the world. I've worked with the United Nations. I've spoken there. I've worked with the Israeli government, Japanese government, American government. So I've had some experience politically, and also in Ukraine. I've been very active in Ukraine on, how to influence government. So, and when I started doing this, people were writing me and saying, you need to be on ground, you need to be in Nigeria, this is just talk, and people will not listen to you, you are beating a dead horse. But, I knew I needed to do what I needed to do. I knew I needed to do what is in my heart, what God is leading me to do, and what Holy Spirit is placing in my heart. Now, this is now I started doing this, but 3 years ago, I started by addressing the situations in the church. And a lot of people expected me to just talk about the church and the GOs. But I am a strategic person. And I normally tell people that I'm not a pastor, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a teacher or whatever. I'm not eloquent, but I'm strategic. And that is one thing the Lord has taught me over the years. I know how to build my things. And so strategically, I needed to start with the church. I needed to start with the maladies and the troubles and the destruction that the Nigerian church is bringing to our country. So because everything that we see in the physical also starts from the spirit realm. So I needed to start from the spirit realm before I now go to address the issues of the larger society. So, but I've done that for the past 3 years, and it will be very difficult to accuse me of not doing enough, because I have so much material out there on my YouTube page now that it won't be right to say I've not done enough. So this year now, and just this June or July, I think June, I started to address the situation in the political landscape of our country. And so a lot of people had concern that, you are a supporter of Buhari. Why should you even support him in the first place? He doesn't listen, and he's he's an Islamic fundamentalist, he's this and that. He wants to Islamize Nigeria, and you don't know something, you don't get it. And I've been a staunch follower of his, but I must confess that I've been let down and disappointed in the sense that I expected to see the Buhari that I knew back in '84. And this is the reason why I kept on having faith in him. And the first 4 years, I did that because I needed to give him the benefit of the doubt. And but now I really expect him to go on all cylinders, and to really become the real Buhari that we knew back then. Now people tell me it's not Buhari, it was Tunde Idiagbon. But I myself, being a leader, I know what it means to allow your assistants and give them a free hand to do the changes that needed to be done. Not too many leaders can do that. If you can do that, if Buhari could allow Idiagbon to, rule the country and to manage and do all those changes that you people said it was Idiagbon who did it, that to me points to the fact that he's a great leader. Not too many leaders would do that because they will be afraid of their assistants. They will not give them free hand. So if Buhari could do that, that is a great credit to him. And that means that he's a great leader. So I still believe in him that he was the one that did it, or at least he gave the freedom to do it. It was a part of that transformation in the 80s that we saw in Nigeria. So, that's why I wanted to believe that he would still bring that transformation around this time. So when I started talking and challenging presently President Buhari on some issues, a lot of my people, a lot of Buhari people, a lot of people who are APC and who are supporting Buhari, they came after me. They said, have you become a whaler? Have you become an accuser of the president? Are you now his critic? Are you now against him? I said, well, my own thinking about that is, as a leader, if I don't have any critic, then that is dangerous for me. You know, in some companies, people actually pay critics to sit on the board and just criticize them and see things that they could criticize. And that's a good thing when you have somebody who is supporting you, like myself, supporting the president, and from within seeing things that are wrong, and so that I could voice them out. And that's what I started to do. I still believe in Buhari, President Buhari, and I still support him, but being a friend, you know, in our country, in our native language, Yoruba, people say when two siblings go into a room and they come out all laughing and all happy, maybe they are not telling the truth to one another. But when they go into that room and some people are not very, they are coming out frowned and they are not very, you know, jovial, it means they have spoken some truth to one another. So that is the kind of truth is the basis of my own relationship with Nigeria and with Nigerian government. I'm going to speak the truth, and that truth favors the president or it doesn't favor him. I'm going to use that truth to open his eyes and to give him direction and let him know the things that you know, will be good for the nation. But it's now his choice and the choice of his team to receive the truth or not to receive the truth. But that doesn't mean I'm a critic, and that doesn't mean I'm a destructive critic, even though I could criticize, but not destructively. I want to criticize constructively. And at the end of the day, my allegiance is to Nigeria. So my allegiance to an individual, a leader, must not supersede my allegiance to the country. So I could criticize the country, but it is all constructive criticism, a criticism to change the country for the better. And I could criticize the government also, but criticizing them to give them some hints on how they could do things better so that they could be better as well. So my criticism is not to tear down the government. My criticism is not to bring about revolution. My criticism is to help them perform better. And but the reason I'm doing this video today is because people said Buhari doesn't listen at all. And one of the people who are in Buhari's team actually came back to me and said, Buhari listens to you. Oh, he said he will listen to you too. Just keep on telling the truth to the nation, and Buhari will listen to you. I said, okay. So when I do the videos, I send to some people that I know are in Buhari's team, and they told me he listens. But I was skeptical, and I was not really very positive about that. I'm not sure. I was just thinking they were just saying that to, you know, to encourage me and to say good things about their boss. But when Buhari now released a video a week after I released my video, because I released the video when I said Buhari should follow the example of Obasanjo, and I think many of you will remember that video if you saw it, that Buhari must learn from Obasanjo when he said they should shoot at sight the OPC members who are Yorubas, people from his tribe, and he still said they should shoot them because they were bandits and they were doing, violence and unlawful things. So I said, what stops President Buhari from doing the same thing? That he needs to do the same thing because he's from Fulani people, and the Fulani people are causing havoc right now through the herdsmen. That why, if he says these are not the herdsmen and they are bandits, so give the order to the military to shoot them at sight, or to deal with them ruthlessly. And so a week after I released that video, of course, I sent them to President Buhari himself and to his team, to people around him. And a week later, President Buhari gave that kind of instruction using my words, and that is what was interesting about it. Some of the words that I used in that video, President was actually using those same words. And maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe he didn't watch it. Maybe I didn't have an influence there. But I want to believe that maybe the president is not as bad as people say he is, because people say he doesn't listen to anybody. He only listens to the Islamists. He's only having the Islamic agenda. He's only listening to his northern people. He's only listening to the Fulani people. But I want to believe in my own experience that, and I will show you the video so that you will see that this man listens. So, but you have to be, if you want to be critical, you have to bring about constructive criticism that will help them to do better and that will move the country forward. So let's see the video. Let's see the video right now, and then you could compare this video to the video that I did when I was challenging him to shoot at sight at the headsmen. Let's see the video.
As the Commander-in-Chief, I believe you are capable of doing it. I don't think we should spare the bandits. As soon as we identify them, we should eliminate them. They are a nuisance. And constitutionally, that is our job, the military and the other law enforcement agencies. They are to complement your intelligence and then pursue them wherever they are and eliminate them. Peace-loving Nigerians deserve a peaceful environment. We are lucky the rainy season is good.
Well, some people might say he didn't really say Fulani S-men here. He needed to say Fulani S-men, but he calls them bandits. Maybe they are not Fulani S-men. That's still, you know, it would be bad to just use a carpet statement like that and just put all Fulani S-men as people to be shot. That would be very dangerous too. That would be another extreme. But I think he used the right word by saying bandits, miscreants, people who are causing havoc, who are causing trouble. They are the ones to be shot. Either they are Fulani S-men or they belong to any other group. I think at least it's a good thing that the man started to listen to what the nation is saying. And I would say that this is another confirmation to me of what, that these videos, and it's not just a waste of time. And this my charge and to Nigeria and Nigerians that, some people are listening. I don't know if you people remember when I did the video to Nigerian Yoruba leaders. And, I was speaking to Nigerian Yoruba leaders that were warmongering that time, that they should stop the war calls and start negotiation. And then, it was immediately after that, a week after, we saw the Oni of Ife, because they were all saying war and all that before. But he started going to negotiate with the president, to have a meeting, to have a council, and they were using the same words. And I had it on a private confidential note that the Yoruba elders got my video, and even the family of the woman that was killed, some of their family members got in touch with me after that video that yes, we don't want war, but we want the government to hear us. And so things cooled down with the warmongering among the Yorubas after that, and people started negotiating more and things like that. So I'm going to be doing what I need to do, and I think this is an example to all well-meaning Nigerians that are out there, either you are in the diaspora or you are back at home. Anything you know, we are living in a global village right now. Internet has brought everybody to the same room. So, your internet and your Facebook, let's use this power that God has given to us, that Mark Zuckerberg has given to us. Let's use this power constructively. Instead of using the power of the media to tear down one another and to destroy people, let's use it to bring about truth, righteousness, to tear down evil and to uproot righteousness. Now, some people will say, don't criticize at all. No, you have to criticize. That will change things. If you don't criticize, you'll never change things. And you have to confront also. Confrontation is a seed of change. If you don't confront evil, things will never change. And this is one of the great opportunities we have. We now don't have to submit under the plague of silence. See the change that is happening in Nigerian church now. If me, myself, and people like Mayowa and others, if they are not spoken against the evil that is thriving in Nigerian churches, nobody would have been speaking. We would have just been swallowing all the dirt. But thank God, you see all the changes that are going on in the country, in the church, the same changes will soon begin to take place in the nation as well. So, well, I'm an optimist. And I want to believe that more people will arise to begin to voice their constructive criticisms and their constructive propositions to resolving all the challenges that are plaguing our nation. Thank you so much for being with us today. For the love of God, church, and nation. Peace.
Thank you so much for watching our videos. Now, we need to spread this word, and we need to do it together. For that to happen, we need your help. Just 5 little steps that you could help us to spread the word. Number one thing we need you to do is to like the videos. Please go like this video right now. Number 2, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Number 3, we need you to press and click on that notification bell. You see the bell? Go press on it. And number 4, we need you to go comment. Write your comment, good or bad. Just write what you feel. Number 5, share, share, share. Share on every platform. Share on Instagram. Share on Facebook. Just share and spread the word. Thank you so much.